This is Renaissanczyk. My Mrs. Son's life. I got some vegetables that got to go. A lot of them, in fact. So I'm gonna use this duck top induction. I got carrot right here. Some carrot knives. Fancy little bamboo cutting board. And what's awesome about this is they have all these inserts for sleeves. And while they're rigid on here, really nice to kind of pull out and go in there. So literally I'm just gonna start mixing some vegetables. And I'll probably transfer them to a pot to make a soup. But there's some ones that I want to cook down first. So, oh yeah, before I go back, courtesy to Robbie, using my Pixel to record this. But this is a fancy little Ryobi backpack or battery pack. So it comes with this 110 plug, USB-C cable, in which actually you can plug back here to charge it, or plug it in here to charge. So pretty versatile. It comes with a light. I'm a big fan of Ryobi. The more you follow me, the more you watch, you'll find out. Ryobi or not, I recommend find a brand, stick with it, because that way you can use the batteries wherever. You know, with the same sort of brand. That makes sense, right? All right, here we go. La la. So the first thing we're going to do, throw some butter in. These mushrooms are not bad, but they're starting to get a little mushy, so I'm going to cook off that water or moisture, and then I'm going to cut up onions. Throw it in there. And you might see me come and go a little bit. I want to get the fire going. But these, no joke, are super, super, super sharp. I did not cut myself, but I will tell you, when a close call, my fault with a knife. So, yeah, just throw it out there. And I still lost. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we're gonna do something. The only thing, you guys are so kind to watch. I wish I could get through the screen and let y'all try. We are not there yet, are we? Either way, I'm gonna cook this down. Like, I can freeze it. I can purify it. We get us all cooked. It's about that time of year, kind of like for soups and stuff. So, you know, I wanna get some stuff ready. Light colors. Good. Granted, like these knives are not brand new, but I have quite a bunch of knives, but they really do cut really, really nice. And with this one, you can kind of feel the weight go into it, which I'm a big fan. You're not like sawing it. You literally go like a dull knife, which can essentially happen to any of them. So, No. Got Bella here. The onions from the dogs. That's so nice. I got a garden behind me. Actually, it's full of sugar. I got a box of veggies. Oh no. Spud down. All good? I kind of wish I had some bacon, but we'll survive. So good. If you watch for more than 1 minute, I would greatly appreciate it if you like and or subscribe or even share. This is the time of year where the baker, the cook, I still grill and stuff, but it's just that time of year. wonder if they are like people, if you put a knife next to them, kind of conversation they're having. I don't. I just thought of it, but I was wondering maybe not the first one. I'll probably put potatoes in, grab something to stir. It's a little bit smaller. This one's going to kind of cube. It's really nice doing this when you're not in a rush. If any of you are wondering why, oh, top of there, one, I didn't grab one initially, but also this stuff I want to get a crisp to. So you keep the top on. I don't know if it's like that's the right way to describe it or define it, but you keep that moisture and it kind of, I don't know, steams it or whatever. But I want to get a little bit of a crisp on this. If I wasn't doing all this, if I already had all this cutting done, I'd probably jack it up a little bit, but this kind of just lets it cook off for a bit. So I got salt in there, put some pepper on here in a second. Yeah, I don't know who was the genius. So let's put some salt and pepper on stuff. And then along came Old Bay. I mean, Old Bay should be a staple in your cabinets if you don't have them. If you don't have some. I remember like a decade ago, yeah, I was saying that. And yeah, sunflower seeds. I thought the dill pickle ones were amazing. But yeah. Hey, for use, yep, that's what I use. But for any of y'all that are just checking in, so I'm making a lot of soup. That's right. Really, I just got a bunch of vegetables that gotta go, so they don't go bad. I'm using duck stock induction cook X right here. Big fan. It's lightweight, it's compatible, effective. You know, I do just keep it in a drawer. I'm like outside my kitchen right now. But it's great for camping. It's 1800 watts, so you know, you got obviously plugged into a vital power source that can support, which your house should. But you know, if you're doing like some boondocking, tiny homing, keeping RVing, I got gas burners in the RV, and I don't know how I like them. This is just so convenient. So, you haven't seen it, check out this shirt. It's the Renaissanczyk. That little guy, that little mess is supposed to be down there. I'm talking about the name. I don't know if any of y'all weirdos think of something else, but we're cooking here. Throw this stuff in there. Throw some pepper on there. Stir it up. I did put a stick of butter in there, so FYI. I got block cream cheese I gotta do something with. I'm not sure yet. It might be right here. I'll tell you what, cream cheese and red pepper flakes. Make really good, just simple spread. So if I do the cream cheese, I might throw a little bit of horseradish in there. But for all y'all that are watching me live, appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it too if you like and or subscribe. But once I get this kind of to where I can comfortably walk away, I'm going to start the fire in the fireplace, and then I'm going to time lapse this. Definitely come back and check it out so you can see what this turned out to. And see the grand old time. Behind me, I got two there's the cabbage, some bell peppers, carrots, which I thought I'll put in there, but the carrots I love them, but they're sweet. Actually, go back. Carrots are really good in cornbread, but like you mince them up, make them small. But anyhow, I think I want to stick with like a hearty this, which would be really good if some steak right now. The nice thing I'm doing this too, I can freeze it, I can even puree it for soup. Yeah. I just don't know. You guys got any ideas, thoughts, recommendations? I mean, this is a good base. Like, throw them out there. I mean, some good fried chicken. And while I'm saying this now, Bro does have these nice little guys here. So I get caught in the moment, kind of be like a hypocrite, but when you stop and you catch yourself, always use the safety stuff. It doesn't hurt. Alright, so let's whip this around a little bit. Oh yeah. So right there, everything's starting to break down. Oh, that's fine. So there's some pepper in there. Clean up around here. You guys can see. So that's actually a good demonstration there. The heat went off, and if you can see, oh, look at that cool angle, but it's this pot. Make sure you don't drop it, so don't crack it. But it goes back on automatically too, which is really nice. This feature not only for safety, but no one gets hurt or burned. So this is pretty soupy, but that's because of where the mushrooms are at, which not really down with. So I'm gonna throw some pepper in here. And it's kind of starting to thicken up. Good. So that means it's almost burning off that little residual. So what we're gonna do, I'll let y'all go. I'm gonna cook this off, step away and clean up. Get you all in here a little bit closer. So this goes on a scale of 10. I had a 5. That's what it automatically starts at. For this, I'm gonna go for a 7 so I can kind of monitor it. Oh, and then hey, watch this. Oh yeah. So what I do is I can put this in the sink and put a fresh one on there just for demonstration purposes. I'll put a fresh one on there, but this is a really, really, really nice feature. So, and while I'm got a few minutes, so they are, I guess, designated might be the right way. So here's for your beef, fish, vegetables, bread, chicken. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel a difference on either side. There's some texture right here, so I'm gonna slide around. I don't think it really matters, but if you're like trying to cook with a kosher or just trying not to mix it up, your vegans, vegetarians alike, that kind of helps you keep stuff in order. If I describe something, don't hold it against me. Basically, I'm just trying to say is if you're trying to be mindful for whatever cause, calling, creed, you name it, this is really nice. It's super easy cleaning too. But the one thing, and I still like when you pull it out, it might get caught right here. But I mean, let's not be silly, lazy, right? So I think what we need to do is we need to get you all in here. So I'm not cutting. And let's check this out. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit more. Yeah, it's coming along real nice, isn't it? Yeah, so we're getting that sizzle. That's what I want. I'm curious if anyone has any techniques so I do like pepper. I think I like salt more, but usually how I kind of gauge my pepper and what I'm going for is I kind of think of it like the sheet has dots. And so, there's 3 to 5 to 7 to 10, I look at the potatoes, creating other stuff, but on this one you can kind of see, if I'm doing a rub on brisket or something, I want that thing smothered, but on this, I want it just in a couple areas so it hits the palate, gives you that little burn or bite, and then kind of go from there. I'm gonna crank this up to 10 now. So I'm going for a crisp on this. Y'all gonna be watching me and no likes, huh? That's alright. That's alright. Drop in the comments where y'all from. I just scare poor people away. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but while we're cooking up all this like residual stuff, it's kind of actually a little saucy. But it's important. I'm just bored and want to stir, but as it starts cooking off, you want to make sure while you're trying to cook to your desired effects, it doesn't cook to the bottom. So, but Corona makes a really good product, especially if you take pretty decent care of it. You use like the proper utensils in there so you don't scratch it. Like this stuff too, I would like to just put like in a little coffee mug or something, nibble on it with breakfast, maybe put a little bit of scrambled egg in there, put on some toast. This is good for like charcuterie too, my friend. Yeah, I can start with changing it. Notice the change of smell too. I go from cooking to burning off. Sometimes I'll wait until I get like one or maybe just a little bit of it kind of stick. That way I kind of know it's there. Kind of bring it to the finish line, but the mushrooms are fine when they were going. It's them. I think maybe I don't know, you use the word gum. But that might be a little bit casual for what we have here. This past weekend I was cooking on cast iron, and I had some bell peppers, and actually a couple left that were there too old. I mean, they were older than that, but what I liked about them, usually I like to do them pretty fresh, because they're a lot more ripe and sweeter, but they really just kind of flayed out really nice. And so I seared them, and then I had some like caramelized mushrooms. I put them on there, and it was really good, really good. All right, so once this gets to that kind of more firmer or crisp, I'm like, well, I have the heat up already at 10. Once I'm basically like sear or crisp the outside, I'm gonna drop the temperature down to 5, or the gauge if you will, the heat. I have it on 10, which is the max. And then I'm gonna throw a block of cream cheese in it with some red pepper flakes, so it kind of like I don't know, like glazes it, if you will. And I'll just soup with the other stuff. Probably even as high as this is less than $10. There's Bella in the background. good. I went out a little bit more pepper, but it's getting there. I hear the crackle, it's a little bit different. There we go. That should help kind of cut off some of that stuff. Oh yeah, you see it's starting to get crisp? That's what we want. Might be because I'm on the induction, but it's all good. All good. The thing is, if I don't get it a little bit more firm on the outside, it'll kind of fall apart, which to be honest with you, I was putting a soup and use it as well, but I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, I'm limited on plugs, but what I would do is show off this. What greater set. I've had this for like a couple of years. I probably paid less than like 30, 40, 50 bucks of it, and I'm going up. But it has a bunch of different things, so I'm a huge fan of it. So I'm going to use that to do the carrots. You'll hear it in the background. I'll come back on. So I'm just going to dump this bag in there and in here. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. Ooh, I can smell that. Yeah. Better show you. So, I'm trying to shape it. I'm getting a little bit of crisp, so that's good. We're getting there. Probably over this a little bit. You want to know why I pat it down? I just like to. Actually, I think like what it does, I don't know if it's true or not, but it kind of compresses it. Makes it a little more difficult to steep. But also too, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes like I'll do that to make not like a pancake, but something a little bit more layered. Kind of change it up. So it's not burnt, but I got that burning smell. And things are starting to get a little bit more brown. If I don't get this to where I want, I think these mushrooms sabotage me a little bit. That's my bad. I'm gonna put some red flake in here no matter what though. Alright. So I went from like 10 down to 8, now I'm at 9. And you hear that like, it's not a sizzle, it's more of a crackle. That's usually crazy. I'm putting it back up to 10. You couldn't see it, but I mean that was just like you said. Alright, there we go. I'm not going really firm, so I don't want to mash potatoes. So I kind of like get in and then just like fluff it a little bit. Because these potatoes are pretty cooked through. If I can sear it. I'm trying to. It'll be like a little potato ball, but I might just throw a little bit of vegetable oil in there because I use butter, and I don't think butter does a good job for what I need to do. But flavor is phenomenal. I always love the inside. It's not pretty. Sorry, it's not pumped that. Throw some red flakes in there, and then shortly, what's going to be cool is Let go of the power. And cream cheese it. I just cut straight. That was good. That was good.